Okay, we're back with our Moonchild spread, Moonchild Tarot by Danielle Noel today, and we're going to be exploring how to read the cards in a setting. So first of all, you're going to want to shuffle your cards, and it doesn't really matter how you shuffle the cards. Some people will shuffle, you know, they will do this and then they will bend the cards. I hate doing this because my cards do not like it and they don't bend, and I don't like bending them because they're so beautiful and I really don't like doing that to them. But if you like doing that to them, that's perfectly fine. You go for it. I like to do hand over hand shuffle, like so. I find it gives good energy to the cards. And of course, if I have a deck that has been organized into the suits and into a full into the fullness of its architecture, then I will need to break it up, and at that point I just drop the deck. I prepare a little place for it, and then I drop the deck and I toss it up. Literally, I toss it up in order to be really mixing it. Okay, once I've done that, I can cut. There's loads of different ways to cut. You're gonna have to find the way that sits with you best. A lot of people do 3 cuts, okay, and then it's either way, you know, and there isn't really a predestined way of cutting. I do not cut the deck. I go with the energy in the deck. I get a lot of very spot on readings with this way of doing things. I do hand over hand shuffle, and I just keep going with this day after day until the deck, you know, needs something more, and I just go with it. Okay, I also happen to shuffle in between putting the cards down. So if I'm doing a 5-card spread, I'm going to put card 1 down, and then I'm going to shuffle again, and I'm going to put card 2 down, and then I'm going to shuffle again, and then I'm going to do card 3, blah blah blah. Okay, you get the idea. A lot of people, they will shuffle, they will cut their deck, and then they will spread it out like this, and they will pick. And this is what you get. For example, when you buy an online deck, this is often the way that it's going to be done, and you're going to be able to scroll through. But that doesn't work so well for me, okay? So you really have to go with what works for you and what doesn't. So if I was to do, say, a spread, a weekly spread, okay, and I wanted to start on a Monday, and I'm going to give you this as an example because there's a few bits that you want to maybe mention about this. Maybe we want to mention about this. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be shuffling and spreading whenever I get the feel. So we have Monday, Tuesday. Of course, for me, this is not a Monday. This is not a spread for me. So, you know, be aware of that. And then Wednesday. Gosh, swords galore. Okay, so don't get freaked out if you get lots of swords. If you're like me, like a Libra, and you're just noticing swords everywhere, that can be pretty normal. Don't worry too much about it, okay? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sorry, I'm on the wrong side. Not that it matters because I think we're slightly out of shot. Maybe not. And then Saturday, and then we're going to have Sunday coming across like this, okay? Just because that's the way the spread works. Okay, so hopefully you can make all these out. We have 4 of Wands, Justice. We have Knight of Cups, Magician, 5 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. And then when you have your spread down, I always turn it up, because I always read what is in the shadow. Because what you carry in the shadow, the energy that you carry in the shadow is very important and potent, and this is going to be there through the week. Okay, so for me, this is a standard spread for the week. I don't actually work with this spread because I find it very limiting, okay? And I can only read the cards. Okay, on Monday I've got this, on Tuesday I've got this influence, on Wednesday I've got this influence, you know. So I don't like to read that way in kind of, you know, neat little boxes. I like to be a little bit more disorganized because chaos brings more interesting creativity. So if I were to read this, I would notice the balance or the imbalance in the suits. Okay, so I'm noticing that there is one major arcana, which is air. I'm noticing that there's a couple of fire elements here. And I'm noticing a water element here and the Magician there. So we've got a couple of majors and then a couple of pentacles. So the great absentee, of course, is Sword, but she is lurking in the shadow. And of course, we've got some air element lurking there as well. Okay, so not to be underestimated. So when you see a strong bias in a spread towards an element, this is going to inform how you read the spread. In this particular spread, or in this draw, I'm not noticing that there is an element that is sorely lacking, okay? If anything, the cups are a little bit less present than the other elements, but that's okay because they reappear here with the Magician. So, you know, they're not completely absent. So there is a balance, which is quite funny because Justice has come out. Okay, so yeah, and there's balance here. That's the 1111 card, which is all about balance. The number 4, 4 of Wands. We do have some imbalance in the 5 of Wands, but again, that's probably needed. We have Justice as number 11 in this deck, and the Magician is number 1. And the 9 of Pentacles, of course, is happiness within yourself. Okay, so we have this kind of completion, you know, happy in your own company, achievements having been done, happy in your own company. So when I look at this, this is actually a pretty good, pretty homogeneous spread. There's a little bit of strife here on the Friday, but that's nothing that we cannot handle. This is the 5 of Wands, and you know, we've got knights, we've got majors that are countering that. And if I wanted, I could also ask for a clarification card from the deck. So I would take my bottom of the deck energy, and if I didn't really know what this was referring to and I really wanted a little bit more, I can ask for a clarification card on the 5 of Wands. And okay, so this could be telling me that it might have something to do with somebody close to me. Okay, so although the reading is not for myself, I have to read it as if it is for myself. Okay, or if you're reading for somebody else, this may have to do with their relationship. So this strife, but I don't read the Lovers as just being the romantic relationships. It could be somebody within their family, or it could also be that they're being pulled and pushed within themselves, and they're arguing two sides of the same argument, and they're feeling maybe division, so they're not actually getting to that place of unity that you want in that you have in the Lovers card. Okay, Looking, what I find very limiting about this particular spread of, considering each day on its own, is that you don't really have directionality of past, present, future. So there's other spreads that are much better. This is a good spread for beginners because it enables you to go and read the cards, but it also enables you to start stringing the cards together. I just find it quite limiting. Okay, so that was a weekly spread with a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday clarificator, and your bottom of the deck energy. Okay, I will be back with more spreads and more ways to read.